Fit. I'm your host, Sandy White. And as usual, I'm super duper excited because I got a lot of information. And before I give y'all this information, I want to thank WYTV7 for allowing me to be a part of the Christian Broadcasting Network. And remember that the WYTV7 is a nonprofit organization. And if you want to continue to receive Simply Fit episodes of tips and strategies to help you with your mind, body, and soul, you need to donate. Go to the button and donate. There are a plethora of options to choose from, but we need you to donate so we can continue to spread this word throughout the world, because there's someone that needs it. It's not just you, it's other people, and we need your support. So I just wanted to let you know that the mission for Simply Fit, again, is to provide you with simple tips and strategies so that you can be successful in your mind, body, and soul, so that your purpose and your plan that God has provided to you isn't aborted by Satan. And remember, fitness is more than just exercise. And with that being said, I want to do a plug for the Blessed podcast that comes on after mine. Raquel is an awesome broadcaster, and I need you guys to go on there and check this out. I'm going to talk about one particular thing in reference to how affirmations work very well in your fitness routine. She's actually going to have someone on her show, and I believe that it's going to be on January the 15th, but just don't quote me. Go check her site. You can go to WYTV7, click the Broadcasters Network, and then scroll down to Blessed, and you'll see her schedule when she's supposed to have her guests come on to talk about affirmation. Affirmations are so incredible. And I want to share something with you, because you want to know why affirmations are incredible? Because you're doing them and you don't even know them. A lot of you are doing negative affirmations. That's why you keep repeating the same thing. And here we are in February, and that January resolution that you made, you stopped probably 2 or 3 days afterwards because you didn't have the right affirmations going through your brain. So there's a part one that of this segment that I talk with Raquel on the Blessed podcast, which also comes on at 7:00 again, before a little bit after mine. And we talked a little bit about what I'm going to share with you, and then I'm going to get into the rest of it. So if you want to get the whole episode, go to her site and listen to part one. But part of that, she had asked me a really intricate question, which is how, and I got a bunch of notes, so I'm moving around because it's so much, and I want to make sure I don't miss anything. She asked me, what are the steps that I can do to lose some weight? And I told her it's only 4 things. You want to decide, commit, keep it simple, no science projects. That means you don't make it challenging when you don't have to. That's the purpose of this site. Is to give you simple tips and strategies so that you can just whiz through this with a sweatless victory. And your last thing is to be consistent. Okay. So the first thing is you want to have a vision. Your vision, Proverbs 29:18, where there's no vision, the people will perish. God tells you that. He didn't put this in the Bible for no reason. This is our roadmap. So since my assignment is health and wellness, I'm taking all of the scriptures out of that roadmap that's applicable to this portion of your life. So you want to get your vision down, and you have to be clear. You have to have deadlines. As an example, her question was, I want to lose 60 pounds. Okay, well, that's your ultimate goal. How quickly do you want to lose it? How many steps? That's all in your vision. So as an example, I want to lose 60 pounds. I want to lose it within a reasonable time, because there's no instant gratification, sort of, kind of, but don't get it twisted. But that's what these tips and strategies are for. So you can get instant gratifications, but they're for long-term gain. So I want to lose 60 pounds. I want to give myself 90 days. And the reason you want to give a realistic point is because if you haven't been doing anything, you got to weed yourself into it, because remember the last part of the 4 steps is you want to be consistent. So 60 pounds, 90 days. Now let's break it out. How do I meet that overall goal of my 60 pounds? Well, remember we said we want to write a vision. So part of that vision is you got to be very specific. You already have your big goal, which is to lose the 60 pounds. You have to do everything in present tense. That's where your affirmations come in. I am healthy. I am consistently getting up on time to exercise 30 minutes a day. It could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour, and it doesn't have to be all at one time. This is where a lot of people kind of get it mixed up. You want to move throughout the day. If you could do it all at one time, great. If you can't, it's still great. You could do 30 minutes, 10 minutes segment, 10-minute segment. So like you do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the middle of the day, and 10 minutes before you leave. Or if you decide you want to do it in an hour, 20, 20, 20, okay? You have to decide how you want to do it. You can break it up again, or you could do it all in one time. You can, and don't put in your vision goal what you're going to do when you know you're not going to do it. So don't say in your vision goal, I'm going to go to the gym. Weed yourself up to that, because that's a big overarching goal. That's what you want to do. I'm not deterring the fact that you can do it, but say I don't know, you know you work late or something like that. These are examples. And you set in your goal, I'm going to go to the gym, and you drive by it, or you walk in and walk out. Because some people do that. And they said, I went to the gym. Well, let's not play games. Because when you do that, that's where you're having challenges with your brain. Your brain is there to protect you. So if you do things that's going to have your brain constantly like shifting you back to where you're trying to get away from, that's not going to help. And again, go back to the Blessed podcast, because I gave one particular strategic strategy, and I'm going to give you all this again. That's the 5-second rule. That's not dropping food on the floor and picking it up within 5 seconds. This one is a brain hack that really will, you got 5 seconds. So this brain hack is going to get you from going back to the old ways to going towards your positive affirmations and your positive actions. So you get positive goals met. Your result, your overall goals will be met. So 5 seconds. Okay. Here, as an example, I know y'all probably were laughing, but there are people that drive by the gym and say, I went by the gym. They did. They drove by it. But we want you to go in, get on the treadmill, and then literally exercise. So here we go. Because those thoughts go through people's mind. You have that thought, you got your gym bag, and that's part of preparation. It's not just for your food, it's preparation for the particular day so you can be successful. So the night before, you packed your bag, you got your gym bag, you literally put it in your car so you don't have an excuse. Pack it, put it in the car. Extra tennis shoes. All right, so you got all of that done, and then you're off work. You're like, I am so exhausted, and all of these negative things are going through your mind. You got 5 seconds to make a decision to either go back to the negative or go towards the positive. 5 seconds. And how you do that is you do just like NASA when they do a rocket launch. You count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action. You get up and you move. You do the positivity. And you do a 7-day challenge. And I tell people only do 7-day challenge because they think this is so easy. This is hokey. Well, that's the purpose of this segment and this broadcast. Is simple tips and strategies to get you to your successful place. I'm telling you, do it for 7 days. Every time you got something negative, you do it 5 seconds, count down, and do the opposite, which is positivity to get you towards that goal. All right. So I think you guys kind of get the gist of how your vision should be. And then you just want to believe that you are actually going to do it. And then Habakkuk 2:2 talks about your vision. So these are not like random things God put in the Bible. This is your roadmap. Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision, make it plain. So that's your next step. So again, you want to be very clear, specific, and everything with a targeted date, and then you want to break everything down. So you want to kickstart your metabolism. Like I said, you guys, I'm moving around because I got notes and we only got a little bit of time, and I get too excited. So bear with me. So you want to kickstart your metabolism. A lot of people don't like spicy foods. No problem. Guess what? I like this one right here. This is Emerald's This Emerald Central. It's low in sodium. It's got all of the different dry spices in there to kick up your taste buds, to make your food taste good. And you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. So don't get this. Don't overdo this. I'm telling you, a little bit, you will taste that bland food that you've been used to eating. Undo it, okay? And and I'm gonna get into some stuff, but here's something. I don't know, a lot of people like stuffed peppers, but you could do food swaps. So you could take this seasoning, you can seasoning your ground turkey or your meatless crumbles. I think that's a one of the brands, crumbles. You can do that. You could take some of the cauliflower that they already have it cut up, the cauliflower that's already cut off. You can swap that out for rice, because most people put rice inside as a binding agent inside of the stuffed peppers. So you can use crumbles. You can combine that with your cauliflower, a little bit of this essential a seasoning from Emerald, and then you can add any color. You want your food to be colorful. The more colorful it is, the more excited you'll be, and the more you're willing to try different things, because food is energy. It's not just for you shoving it in there. We're going to talk about that on why you eat and how you can combat that, because you really need to know why you're eating stuff. Are you lonely? Are you sad? Are you stressed? I mean, those are not good reasons to be eating. You're only supposed to be, and I'm going to stop myself here, because a lot of people, y'all don't even know what it is to be hungry. You don't even get the signals when your stomach starts grumbling, because you eat all the time. You're not supposed to eat all the time. You're supposed to eat for fuel and then allow your body to process that. And that's why I love to tell people intermittent fasting pretty much is a window of time that you eat. You've got 24 hours a day. You don't eat the whole time that you're up. Intermittent fasting gives your body times to heal, relax, and rejuvenate. So typically what I do is I really stop after 6 o'clock. I've gone beyond a little bit, but if I've gone like beyond 6 to 7 or 8, well, then whatever those 3 additional hours are, then I don't stop. Like if I normally start in the morning time at 6, well, now I'm not eating until 9. I'm going to get that window in regardless. I'm going to eat earlier, later, whatever, but my 8 hours is my 8 hours regardless of how I'm doing it. But when the sun is up, pick a time to start eating. When the sun starts going down, you pick a time and you stop. 2 to 3 hours prior to you laying down, you really should not be eating, because it's very hard on your digestive system. It really is, because during that rest time, that's when your body can rejuvenate. Your cells, those torn muscles, if you're lifting weight, gotta lift weights, ladies. You're not gonna look like Arnold Schwarzenegger if you lift weights. Lifting weights is to shape the body. And so you don't get the wiggly, you don't get the bat arms and all of that stuff. I can get all crazy on that. But again, I got limited time and I want to get this out. So you want to spice up your foods. I just told you about the Emerald. I told you about lifting weights, because that's building muscles, that's shaping your body. And then the cardio. The cardio is just going to that's just like butter in a hot pan. You want to add those two together. So you don't even have to do anything strenuous. I mean, unless that's what you want to do. Cardio is just constant movement. So you can pick yoga, and then this is the other thing. A lot of people forget the stretching. You got to stretch. And a lot of times they don't exercise because they're hurting. So you could pick yoga, and there are some really good programs. I'm going to tell you all about that later on. I don't want to give too much out, because I really want you to not get overwhelmed. Pick a couple strategies and stick to them. One of the ones, do the 5-second rule. The other one, spice up your foods and start doing swap outs. And it is good not to eat meat all the time. You should have a meatless meal. It's really helpful on the body. Even though sometimes they say it's organic, there are things in there that they're doing to preserve the food when they put it on the shelf. So unless you're going to a straight butcher, and we used to do that, I'm from Missouri, go to the butcher and literally they had the animal frozen, and they would cut it in whatever portions that you wanted. You can get it right then. I don't think they're doing that much. They have a butcher portion in your grocery store, but it's really not a true butcher shop. So it is okay to go meatless every now and then. And there are some really good brands and products that you can choose. That's not what we're not talking about today. But I just want to let you know, it is okay to go meatless at least once, one meal out of your day. And part of that, you could do the like, I like this brand. This is organic. This is a meal replacement. It's meatless. I mean, don't get it twisted. You're like, meatless. Ugh. You could do a meal replacement shake, and you can keep these in your car. My son drinks them. He likes them room temperature. I don't. I like to stick mine in the refrigerator. So, and you want to do portion meal size. Portion, whatever your palm size is. Portion, whatever your palm. You're like, what? Yes. So when you fill up your plate with the protein, 2 portion size of vegetables should be on your plate. And now a lot of people are like, oh, I can't. Don't say I can't. Do the 5-second rule as soon as you start doing negative, and replace that with, I am capable of providing my body with the proper nutrients and fuel so I can do what I am called to do in the body of Christ. See, boom. How that affirmation just worked out, 5-second rule. You're not thinking negative. You did an action. That action was replacing something negative for something positive, and then you keep moving. Guess what? You also, like, I live by list, and I got this from my husband, not this particular thing, but living by a list. So you do this is my successful day. How do I want my day to be? So when I get up in the morning time, I'm writing out what I'm hearing from God. And then I'm also writing out what I want to see. I'm scripting my own. Hollywood should come to me. I'm scripting out how I want my day to go. And I actually got this from my husband. I'm about to get emotional because when he told me about this, I'm like, this is so goofy. And he had a notebook. I mean, little tiny miniature one he would have in his pocket. And he wrote down all of the things that he wanted to accomplish in that day. Do you know how powerful that is? Well, guess what? Make it pretty. Do what you got to do. Script out your life. This particular one reminds me to drink my water, make my bed. Make your bed up. What does that have to do? You know what? When you start off with the win at the beginning of the day, you're going to start off with the win for the whole day. That's just setting you up for success. Make up your bed. Self-care. Don't go out the house looking like you just woke up and somebody ran over your whole face and with a Mack truck. Take care of yourself. You know what? When it was a weekend or something like that. And my babies were like, I came out of my room and they're like, are you going to comb your hair? It's a weekend. I'm at home. And guess what? My shirt says weekend. Y'all can't see that. But yeah, don't get off course because it's the weekend. Stick to what you're supposed to do. You want to tidy up. When you got a mess, that really does mess with your brain. When you got mess, because now you're like, I can't concentrate. A mess here, mess there. Clean up. You want to purge what you're not taking care of. Give it to somebody. Donate. Gratitude journal. That gratitude journal, because see, the adversary will come and tell you, you ain't gonna win, you're not gonna be successful. You've been this way for however long it has been, and now you decide you want to get yourself in shape. And it may not necessarily be to lose weight, it may just be to get in shape like you were walking all the time. My husband runs. I'm not a big runner, but we're gonna try to get him on the podcast for those of y'all that want to run. It's a place where they specialize these shoes for you, so when you run, your feet stay in place. Do you know how important it is when you're walking that you have the proper support, arch support? My goodness, if you've never had your arch fall because you were wearing the wrong support, that is so much pain. It is unbelievable. Anyway, we're gonna get him on here because I don't want to start telling y'all stuff about it and missing pieces because it's a lot, and it's your whole body. Like I tell people, fitness is more than just exercise. You got to take care from here all the way down to the sole of your feet. And when you start seeing like tiny little things, hair falling out, puffy eyes and things like that, that's your sign that, hey, something ain't going right. And I like to use the metaphor of the car and your human body. When that manual tells you this is the octane you need for your car. However, you can start off at the lowest, but when you go to the highest, you cannot go back. You're going to mess that engine up. It's no different than the body. So like right now, this is the lowest point that you ever going to go. We're at the lowest octane. I'm giving y'all tips and strategies to go to your highest octane. Don't go back, people. Don't go back. You take this, I like this. This journal, it's a gratitude journal. I write down everything that I'm grateful for. So if I'm tripping, and I don't think I'm gonna forget the 5-second rule, but hypothetically, if I forget it, I can go to this book and say, oh, wait a minute, yesterday I was successful and go down that list. All right. So do the portion size. That was the last thing I stopped off on. Put 2 portion size of vegetables on your plate. So we stopped off before I got off course because I got so much I'm so excited to tell y'all about. So I don't want to draw all that. Okay, you don't want to do all that. That's why I go over all these options. You pick which one is going to work for you. I like the peel. I like the powder. I like the drops. What are the drops? Essential oils. I'm gonna get into that. If I don't get time for it, I got 10 minutes. All right. So this is spinach. I take about a 5-pound bag. I blend it up, put it in these little tiny bottles. Then I put my fiber in there because look, if it ain't coming out, it ain't coming off. So you got to get that vegetables in there somehow. So I like to just blend mine up, put it in my juice. This is a 24 ounce. I'm going to drink it and it keeps it cool, hot, whatever I stick in there. I usually do cool stuff because the spinach, I don't like it hot unless, it's in my eggs. But that's an option on how to get in 2 servings of your vegetables. I do 1 24 ounce in the morning, 1 24 ounce at night. And then sometimes I want to eat a salad. All right. So here's another thing. A lot of times when, like Raquel had mentioned, she had gained her weight due to a stressful situation. We all have stressful situations, but your stress and happiness, it's the same process your body goes through. 5-second rule. I'm not diminishing when you're having a challenging situation, not doing that at all. What I'm doing is I'm trying to keep your body where it doesn't release when you're telling yourself, I'm negative, I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling sad, now you're secreting juices and things in your body that you don't want in there. When you're happy, man, them endorphins, you're so the same thing when you're stressed out. But it's the way you're talking to yourself. So you want to keep those hormones balanced. This is called DEM. Keep your hormones balanced. A man and women can take that. My little boy takes it. He takes 1 tablet a day. Very, very well. You want to keep your liver clean and focused. You want to know how you know when your liver ain't? Well, I'm gonna go back to the DEM. This how you know when your hormones are off. 1, it may be easy for you're gaining weight and you're like, I don't understand. Raquel had mentioned, she said, I'm not even eating a whole bunch, but your hormones are off. So now inflammation is coming into your body. You're like, I'm gaining weight and I'm just smelling a donut and I gained 10 pounds. Hormones are off. Take the DEM. Works good. Liver Focus. This is by J.J. Smith. I have another doctor that I like, but this is good too. Here's the thing with Liver Focus. You got to take it 2 hours before you do any of your other nutritional supplements. And if you get queasy, sometimes people get queasy when they take nutritional supplements, take it with a little bit of food. If I get in the morning where I'm kind of like a little queasy, take it with the spinach. But you need to take this Liver Focus 2 hours by itself, and then you can go with your normal rest. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so 2 hours, I'm drinking some water, go shower, exercise, meditate, whatever. I'm good to go. 6 o'clock, I can eat. Here's the thing: you want to get a snatched waist. Liver Focus. How you know your liver is not doing what's supposed to outside of the obvious? You're gaining weight. Your eyes, they're not as white. You got fat on your back. Liver Focus. Get that. It's really good. Having challenges with blood sugar, this is a really good, it's a tea. It's just real. You could steep some hot water, let it sit, you meditate, drink it while you're meditating. I mean, just real easy. The essential oils, you can pop those bad boys in your water. We're going to have to go over that. But the 5-second rule I talked about, anything that I've talked about thus far, you're like, I could do this, but I'm forget 5-second rule. I'm telling you, this is backed by science. And with the warm water, you want to do that first thing in the morning. I drink an 8-ounce thing of water with my Liver Focus because what it does is it rehydrates your body. It gets you, it starts waking you up. And I'm down to 5 minutes, y'all. So we're going to have to do another segment on this one. And then 30 minutes after you wake up, do a meal replacement shake. Most people don't want to eat a heavy meal, but a meal replacement shake. All right. And then get your water in. Right. And don't forget, check with the schedule for the Blessed podcast, because she's going to have a guest talking about affirmations. They're really, really going to be helpful for you. So, and then did you know your ears, nose, and your throat, they're all together? When your ears are all clogged up, it really kind of throws you off. Have you ever had a situation where you can hear your ear like thumping, or when you walk, it feels like something is going on down in your jawline? It's really impacted wax. This Debrox, really good. I don't know if you can see that. Really good. One drop works really well. You can do it once a week, once a month, depending on how often you need to. Here's something real simple. Coloring, an adult coloring book. Remove stress really quick. All right, so guys, I didn't get through a portion of what I wanted to share, but I hope some of these tips and strategies you could take and implement into your life. I am your host, Sandy White of Simply Fit Radio. We broadcast every Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to reach out to me, you could go to wytv7.org/simply-fit. And if you're like, I still don't remember that, just go to wytv7.org, click on the button, says for broadcast, scroll down and look for me. Remember, if you want to continue to get segments like this one, you need to donate. The next segment, I'm going to talk to you guys about how essential oils really, really can impact your life. So come back. On this next segment, we're going to talk about the essential oils, and we're going to talk about what happens and what you need when your body craves certain foods. Until next time, see y'all later. Bye.
Are you stressed out from planning your next big event? Do you have a great vision in mind, but maybe just not enough time to execute it? Let T. Williams Consulting help you. We specialize in planning, coordinating, and executing various types of events. Our goal is to tailor our services to each client to make their dream event into a reality. Whether you're planning a wedding, a family reunion, birthday party, gender reveal, reception, or theme party, T. Williams Consulting can make it happen for you. Now serving the DMV area, we are currently accepting new clients. For more information, please visit our website at www.twillconsult.com. Again, that's www.twillconsult.com.